everyone, and welcome to the podcast.
Pod of whales.
That's what we call it, a pod of whales. We were just talking about orcas and whales. They're majestic creatures.
Yes, they are.
We're just visitors in their land. Dude.
Yeah. And you were saying how there's more water on Earth than land.
Oh, yeah. There's the surface of the Earth. There's more ocean than there is land.
Isn't there land under the water?
I don't know if it's called land, but yeah, there's definitely some hard
There's some
stuff.
floor, so the ocean floor would be
It's tough
land.
to settle there, though. A lot of pressure.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure.
Yeah. You didn't like that joke I made the other day about the submarine people with the building depot pieces going down to.
It just felt insensitive.
That's us.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome to the podcast, the show, the program, whatever you want to call it. It is a presentation of Bet365. You get into the action for the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's heating up.
Got some action tonight for you. Don't
Yes,
worry.
sir. Download the app. Get in on the game. Partner of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Be 19 or older in order to take part. And another day means another opportunity for you to donate to the Youth Centers of Calgary by way of the Super Chat. If you're watching YouTube Live, you comment with a donation. We'll put the comment on the show and then get the money over to the Youth Centers of Calgary.
Good place for it to be.
Yep. They're very sensitive
More than we are.
to the needs of people.
Oh,
Us, not so much.
Again, better people than us. Theme. of the show.
Retro, how are we doing?
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Why?
I just, state of affairs, let's just get the lay
I
of the
haven't eaten
land.
for 60 hours.
Is it that long?
Fasting.
Okay, so talk to us about where and when things feel like what, because
My
we've all gone a
energy-
few hours without eating. You guys, you might remember 2 years ago. Oh yeah, what it was like? We're gonna do a 10-day juice cleanse, and she was done by dinner time. She's like, I can't do this, but I stuck it out.
That's right.
Because the fasting thing, John Cornish told us about this years ago.
Yeah,
it's very popular.
JC.
Great for the
Cutting
body.
edge.
Intermittent fasting.
Corn dog.
I'd eat one right now if I could.
So 60 hours. Last meal you had was
Saturday night.
it's Tuesday.
60 or 16?
6-0.
Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, he's coming up on some big numbers here.
What are we doing?
Fasting.
But okay, so what are we doing this for? 999?
Supposed to be good for you,
Yep.
right?
He's
before you
opening
go
up space. The dogs.
999 it.
Yeah. See it, Greta. Ends
gonna
the
eat.
streak.
And I feel all right, so I'm waiting till I feel sluggish, and then I'm going
So you feel not all right.
So the nerd stuff behind it is that your body will really only start burning fat, which are energy reserves, at a certain point of starvation or fasting. So if you can get into that, it starts using the reserves you have. Energy is stored as fat on your body. No.
Only by fasting? I
Yeah.
thought caloric.
Well,
It's
I mean,
harder to
you'd
assimilate.
burn a little bit that
Yeah.
way, but if you really wanted to get into we don't have food, I enough to stay alive by a different technique, your body will start using that fat much more aggressively for energy.
Feel like my body would turn on me after all the glorious years of eating. Be like, so you think now that you're
gonna
starving?
Just shut this off.
You're starving me, and you think I'm going to go after those fat? You know what? I'm going to take just a little bit of your liver instead.
Oh dear.
I'm going to nibble away at your pancreas, you son of a
You know what?
bitch.
We're now eating bone marrow. You're screwed.
I can't believe
Till I
it.
get hot dogs.
I haven't eaten in 30 days.
Who was it?
I haven't lost a pound, but I feel like my brain. I'm getting
Kevin James did it.
supposedly.
Mall cup?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He was on the Joe Rogan podcast and said he went
Arms are getting
40 or
sore.
50.
Knees are
an
getting weak.
incredibly ridiculous length of time without eating, just drinking water and
There's a friend of the show that notoriously eats whatever he wants and was a professional athlete. Might have played net, might not, but would go to 2 weeks and shed like 20 pounds. It's crazy. Crazy. And he's like, yeah, you just have to like put your brain in a spot where it's not happening.
and Brusty could really play the puck.
Not sure you're talking about.
Great player of the puck for a netminder.
935 at 3 bills in Slovakia. Good guy.
Whew.
3
Yeah.
bills. That's
It's Robin Leonard.
that is that's natural ability. That's professionalism.
No one
when
has
you can
questioned
battle through the 3
Natural
bills.
ability.
Yeah,
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Since you're worried about me.
Yeah, I got the lawn cut yesterday.
Nice. Way to go.
Ooh.
It's because you have
All
kids
that
in
rain,
your house.
eh?
They don't.
Oh yeah. Let's not get into it.
Oh, really? That good?
No, it's not even worth it.
Hmm.
Do you think should we talk about parenting today? Is that a topic?
I don't know.
You know what it is? We all have these great ideas about how we're going to parent, and then you get there and you're like,
This is
none of
easier.
this shit's working.
I'll just do it. This is easier.
Yeah,
if I
there's
So if you want dessert, do this.
There's
Fine,
levels
I'm not
of
doing it. I don't care about dessert.
fatigue
Grandma,
and
can I have
indifference
dessert?
that set in. Just should say something. Just go ahead. Just whatever. Just do it. I don't care.
We're
It's not
kind of
that
in
I
that.
don't care. I guess I kind of care, but not enough to kick up a
to
stink. about
tackle
anything.
it.
Yeah.
To tackle it head on.
Yeah.
It's the don't care window. We kind of feel like we're resigned to a certain destination here in the playoffs for a while. Just can we get there?
Yeah. Well, what was the this one came off a couple days ago. This chat entry from our buddy Rhett.
Oh yeah, so it's Sunday.
Yeah. Semifinals suck. Yes.
Jack,
SUK.
What do you think? Do you agree? Concur?
I completely agree.
We need one thing to happen, or it's destined to suck, and that's a Dallas win tonight.
Yeah, no.
Because you go up 3-1 back to Dallas, like let's just get right to the final, please.
Yeah.
Now Dallas 2-2 going home, you've got my attention. That's a game I need to see. I don't need to see it if it's 3-1.
Best of 3 after that point, Dean.
And you'd have home ice.
Because you take it back.
Take
Kind of
that back.
take it back. Yeah. 6 o'clock tonight. Yeah.
8p.
8 p Eastern.
That's right.
6 p Mountain.
Did we like last night?
Yeah.
Did we? Maybe we should watch it.
It watched
honestly,
us. Who would I talked? It's on. It's just when those teams are doing what they want, it's pretty low event. There's hits, but there isn't a lot of chances.
I'm guilty of it.
It's
I
playoff
feel like you feel it's boring. Well, can you enjoy defensive hockey? It can still be good if it's close and tight and hard fought. And
If you had your
maybe-
kid playing on the team, you would enjoy it. It
Yeah.
would be good
And
hockey.
the other thing is, the playoffs started April 19th, 2 days after our playoff draft. That's almost, like 6 weeks ago, maybe more. I think we've had 1 day with no hockey. Fatigue's a thing.
Mhm.
And round one, it's like, if that series sucks, well, I'm just watching this one. Well, that's at overtime. I'll go watch that. Well, okay, that's over. Now I'm going here. You're kind of married to the one game you got. And these series have not been. I mean, look, if you're a fan of one of these 4 teams, I'm sure
Exactly.
this is peak. But like, there's 28 fan bases that are like, come on now, give us some drama.
There was some last night as the Carolina Hurricanes got their first win in a conference final since 2006.
Since Rod was on the team.
2 decades.
Yeah, since Rod was a contributing member of the on ice product of the Hurricanes
with skates on. Yeah,
they won 3-0. Couple of empty netters.
Freddie Anderson gets back on track. He'd had a miserable series. They didn't even start him in game
Fred.
3.
Good for Fred.
He was inspired by the Danish national team, I'm sure.
So, yeah, probably.
That's
Oh yeah.
You know what?
one NHLer.
It doesn't really work.
No, it doesn't, because he didn't even play game 3.
No, I was not talking about that. Because I want to go and listen to Allentown in Allentown.
Yeah.
And I want to have a Denver in Denver.
Right.
But I guess I can't have a Danish in Daneland.
Denmark.
Doesn't ring.
It's not the
Same, eh?
It's Copenhagen. The Danish will cost you about 15 Canadian.
Did you do some Copenhagen in Copenhagen?
There you go.
Yeah.
And puke.
You love Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Copenhagen was deadly.
Some snooze. A little snooze in your lap. You ever do that, Pinder? You put all kinds of odd and weird and nasty shit in your yap.
No Copenhagen in Copenhagen.
No. But you've been to Copenhagen.
I was there 2 falls ago.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It is the happiest country in the world, believe it or not. The Danes are happy.
How do you decide that? Who makes that decision?
I don't think it's a
fill out
decision.
5-question.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably not incredibly scientific, but being there, it's like, yeah, the Danes
happy?
live good
Oh,
lives.
yeah.
They're all healthy.
Yeah.
Everyone's fit. They have their own little language. Life's good.
Why are they fit? What makes them fit?
They
Do
don't
they have
cars.
to
They
fast?
bike
Like
everywhere.
I'm fat and I have to fast to
No,
be fit.
they
Like,
eat
how do
better
they-
food. They're more active.
Fast to be fit.
I don't think it's fair.
It's Cornish school.
It's not fair. Yeah. Some people do kind of get a little, they just get a little. Really? You're the nicest in the world? It's like Manitoba on the license. Friendly Manitoba. Are you?
Oh yeah.
I've met plenty that aren't so.
That night at the off sales wasn't too friendly.
Yeah, that was not a friendly night. Yeah. Yeah. Guy stole his dad's truck and Next thing you know, you're fighting in the street.
Yeah, it'll get you.
It'll get you.
Mm.
So congrats to now the part of the game that I kind of did see was when the Canes were hanging on to a 1-0 lead and then Florida scored. It's like, oh dear. Or no, they went up. How did that the disallowed goal was Carolina scored, and then it was disallowed. And all I was thinking is this is the Jim Hiller goal. This is the turning point.
Oh,
You're fucked. Even though it's a small, you're fine. You're fine. Just continue to play. You're okay.
But human nature.
It's like, no, you're going to get a goal disallowed, and then Florida's going to score, and then the wheels are going to fall off. But it didn't.
Felt that way.
Yeah, it
did
didn't
feel that way.
So for one night only,
And I was kind of hoping for it.
Rod
Yeah,
the
we're
Bod
ready.
can have a good night's sleep.
And,
Yeah.
the Panteros don't get some days with their toes in the sand. They got to go back to Rallywood, as they're calling it. Rallywood.
Is that what they call it?
Rallywood. The Caniacs call it.
Rod, just curious. You must be just super pumped to snap this losing streak because it was going to be kind of the thing of legends. Are you go out, have a bunch of drinks tonight and celebrate a big victory,
Double
or
jacked. Nope, not yet. I guess
It's not changing anything.
you want a few more wins?
same tie. Hey, Jack, that's he's
guess.
good luck.
Same approach.
Yeah, steady Eddie.
No days off.
He played at Notre Dame in Wilcox,
Yeah, he did. The Hounds.
Saskatchewan back in the day.
Played for the Hounds.
So they would have played in the SJ, or
A little less
has he gone
appealing
by
to
now?
go to Notre Dame nowadays.
Yeah, it is.
There's other things that offer the same.
So this place I can play without a general store and wheat pool. End of list.
Yeah, would they? What did they play? Who were they? What loop were they in back in those days?
This is Sask midget AAA.
Yeah, I guess.
Probably would have had a junior team, but your best players would be playing major.
Yeah, they had to played SJHL, but those kids would have
Richards
moved
and
on.
LeCavalier, they would be
They
going
were
by
there
then.
for the younger years. Now I
Yeah.
heard guys that went there, they loved it.
I believe that.
Didn't know any better.
And
In
it's
those
like
I
days-
went there for a week and I could not stand it.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, same.
Tell you about it.
What? How old were you?
Middle
What
of
was-
August? I don't know, 14 or 15.
Yeah.
Living in a room with no AC, sweating your ass off, middle of the prairies, nothing, grasshoppers, and
If you're all into
Win.
hockey and that's it, great. But if you want to do anything other than hockey, you are nowhere.
And like you say, there's other places doing it now.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them.
A lot. Yeah. Lots
Cheap
of-
too.
Yeah. God, Rhett, you know what? That takes me back. You were a big deal.
Damn right I was, Dean.
You were a big deal, bud.
I'm not anymore.
I was going to say, still a pretty big deal. I don't know. See him holding court at the draft?
I just think back then I was invigorated and because I watched the Western Hockey League
Oh,
and
yeah.
prospects and draft eligible players, and I was, go getter. And you were a young hockey player and a prodigy,
Another
some might
go-getter.
say.
Go get her. Yep.
Yeah.
Big go getter. This guy's where were you? When did you go in the Bantam draft?
5.
5th overall. That's
Adam
high.
Smith, number 1.
My year was Justin Mapletop.
He was good.
Yeah. Not that I was anywhere near that. I was not. I was no good, but it's just a reminder that when you're.
Did you get picked?
No,
Western League?
Didn't
Invite to camp?
I was a chicken shit at midget and thought, I don't want to die out here. So why don't we try another sport?
Yeah.
Maybe get into skiing for a few
See,
winters.
you're smart.
Or
Call
dumb
yourself
or a
chicken
coward.
shit or smart.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All
Depends
the
on
above.
half full.
That's kind of one of those things about how you can be. You watch some of the U.S. college quarterbacks, like these guys are really good, but he's great here. He's dominating.
Mhm.
Johnny Manziel, you're on, but you won't at the next level.
No.
Mapletoft, CHL Player of the Year, top scoring player in the country. Not really going to work out for you in the NHL, though. I'm sorry.
Pavel Brendel.
I have more points than anybody in the country.
There's a lot of those examples.
Yeah, you could be a great junior player. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be a good NHL.
Doesn't mean squat.
But when you are the best at the junior level, you don't even, because he played a little bit, but really not what you would expect from someone who was
the best 14-year-old
best.
in the half the country.
Alex Digg.
No, it was in junior.
Sure.
Playing for the Red Deer Rebels, Memorial Cup champion,
Yeah.
CHL Player of the Year.
Yeah, I just mean he comes into junior as like a number one. Like, geez, this guy's going to be a star, right?
But then there was Rhett. Top 5 Bantam pick. This guy's going to be this guy's a first round talent. He is big. He's
You should
rangy.
have seen the reviews
you know what?
after my first year junior. Oof.
Seen the what?
Reviews after my first
yeah.
year junior.
Oh, I remember them.
Yeah.
I remember it well. You scoff, but I do. Rhett Warner.
That's because we used to come to Brandon
Saskatoon
and beat the
Blades.
piss out of you.
Gonna
You
say,
guys
I
had a
don't know if
tough
that's
team,
true.
and we were way tougher.
Not sure if it actually stacks up that way. Didn't like your jerseys. I know that you went to those weird,
Yeah, the weird bridge thing. Get the
kind of St. Louis Blues influence there, I think.
Yeah. They were
It's not the one behind us, is it?
trying too hard.
Yeah.
Similar or same?
That's the same.
Yeah.
Right there. They switched to these.
Our buddy Wacy Rabbit sent those to us. What a good guy.
And so they had the red. You can kind of see the red pinstripe in there.
Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, I mean, but you like new things, try new things. I don't know that one really worked, but you were a big deal, man.
Okay.
You were a big deal.
That's awesome.
World Juniors,
Well, I got
straight to the NHL.
cut the first.
Yeah, but you went straight to the bigs.
Probably going to Nagano. I don't know.
So lucky I ate myself out of the first round and went to a expansion team that actually wanted kids.
Hey, man.
Luck does have something to do with
Sure it
how
does.
everything turns out.
So I missed Friday and I saw something pop up on the social reels, and I didn't see how the question was posed, but like the conversation come up in their prime, Rhett or Commie.
Yeah, that was
How did that conversation go?
That was a super chat. Just somebody was wondering.
Okay, super chat.
Both
Kids.
players being in their prime in a scrap, who would come
scrap.
out on top.
I didn't win fights. I just didn't lose them.
Yeah, you were good at that.
But as I sat here and kind of looked at the two specimen side by side, the tail of the tape would be interesting because not many people are going to have the reach advantage on you. And not to say he would, but it would be very close.
They would have.
He's also a long-armed Lumox.
Yeah, he a big boy.
Yeah, he really is.
Commies?
Yes, he's a huge dude.
Yeah. Another guy like that's La Barbara. Ran to him a couple weeks ago, and it's just like, man, like, just like your knees are these like this big. It's not like like everything is just.
Is that the scar tissue?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Only had the post, didn't have the pre.
God,
What are we talking
you
about?
really had it going. So how? You know what, man?
Mm.
Oh man, yeah.
So bringing you up or
Jack,
bringing you
go
down?
find some fights from junior. I could win a fight.
See, so because I didn't see the clip, I went to click on it and something happened. It was gone. But what about? I didn't know it was a fighting thing. I was thinking like contributing to a team, second pair to you, whatever it is. Because Commie was the late bloomer, New Jersey farm team, played more playoff games with the Flames in 04 than he did regular seasons ever with the Flames, which is hilarious. But then after that, it's like Carolina Cup, big contract, Columbus.
Not so great in Detroit. We
What's
did go
your
through that a
question?
little bit.
Detroit was short-lived.
Yeah.
I just don't know
Ken Holland.
where did his peak playing wise
Oh,
reach yours?
Carolina.
Similar players or not? Did he play lower down the lineup or not? I'm trying to remember.
Well, yeah,
Who was his best D partner and how would that have stacked up to Regier Warner?
These are questions we could have asked when he was here, but yet when Ryan wasn't here, there are questions that never would have come up.
No.
No, but there would have been less beer drinking stories or different ones at least.
Yeah.
It's all right. Good super chat though. What did we determine?
I wouldn't lose. I may not win, but I wouldn't lose.
Yeah, we didn't really
Throw and hit the deck.
I mean, how do you
Get in early, get your work
Kelly
done. get
Chase taught me how to fight, and Kelly Chase was smart. That's
out. Where were you?
try not to get drilled.
In Saskatoon?
Because they had the lockout my first year after I got drafted. They got kicked. They sent him home after training camp.
Right.
And all the ex-Blades, Wendell Clark and Curtis Lasician, Chase, there's a whole bunch of
Some
guys
tough
there.
guys.
So we got to hang out with them a lot.
All right, son, here's how you scrap.
And he's much better than I ever was.
I feel bad. There's some part of Mike Commodore's career here I didn't know existed.
Where?
He played 26 games for the Ottawa Senators
Yeah, I don't remember that.
and 4 playoff games.
I do not recall that as either.
He then played 13 games for Tampa Bay
I don't remember.
Nope.
at the end of his career.
Are we sure?
This is the guy, right?
Yeah, that's the guy.
So, because was Detroit not the end of the line? Did he get one more sniff after that?
After it looks like Detroit had their fill,
Yeah.
and then he went to Tampa Bay.
As much as Babs loved him, they had to part ways.
Future considerations.
FC.
Ah,
Yeah. Traded from Carolina with Corey Stillman to Ottawa for Joe Corvo and Patrick Eves.
I do not
I do not remember that.
know.
Look at that career. The half season in the K's got good stories.
I
too.
feel shame. Sorry, Mike. 6'4", 225 is what he was being listed at.
Yeah, and not like that's just his resting. He's going to be 225.
Mm-hmm. That's his resting heart rate and height and weight.
I could get to 225.
Right. Different.
A few more days of fasting.
The opposite.
I'm almost there.
Shit. If you missed Friday's show, I recommend it.
It'll be better than this one.
You know, it's one of those things you do in some summer. There's nothing really time sensitive in there.
That's an evergreen
The
property.
meeting of Mike Keenan was a good one.
I saw that. That is hilarious.
It's very on
I like the
brand.
re-meeting of Mike Keenan. That was
Yeah.
sensational.
Yeah. What dealership do you own?
Oh, hey, Mike. My name's Mike too. How are you?
You know what? I want to do one of these.
Mhm.
The old
Tip of the cap?
tipperoo of the cap to our good friends at Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. You've had them over at your place doing
damn
a
right
bunch
I
of
have.
stuff, right?
Guess what? Tell you what said to me yesterday.
Mm.
Air conditioners. Got to get them ready.
Get them ready.
It's almost time.
Yeah,
So,
get them
okay,
ready.
Get the cover off. Let's go.
Because you're not just flipping that switch after a
Gotta get out there.
long winter. You probably haven't had that
Get the tarp
September,
off.
October, November. All right, what are we doing? But I had some work done. I wasn't even like so much in my house has to be spearheaded, but it's not getting done unless I go. It's like, okay, can we? All right, you got to do. Crystal Waters came to my house. I had a issue in my bathroom.
Mhm.
Repaired it. Left. I didn't have any. I didn't.
Were they even here?
Some guys were here to do something in the bathroom. What?
Everything's better.
Yeah, they. Well, yeah, I had them, but I didn't. Yeah, it's done. It's done.
Dealt
Yeah.
with.
Sorted.
Thank you, Crystal Waters. That's what you want. You just hand holding, and when are you gonna be here? And how long's it gonna? We'll be there between 9 and 7 p.m. Thanks.
I'll be waiting.
Showed up, got it done. Great repair, and zero inconvenience to me, the homeowner. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating.
Tip of the cap.
Tip of the cap and some applause or something. What could we play for them? There's this. Sure. Yeah, that's what they get.
It was you and the kids standing outside on the front lawn.
Yeah.
As they walked out.
They're like, oh, guys, stop this. Stop it. Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating, your crystal clear choice for home comfort. 403-219-4100. Check them out at crystalclearcalgary.com. Nothing like that happens in my life.
Where it's dealt with. And
Where a
done
job
well.
gets done and...
The right way and quickly.
Yes. It's what? Yeah, it's all done. All
What do you
done.
mean? You're not coming to me telling me that there's a whole bunch of other shit
That's right, yeah.
It's going to cost me
Well,
a bunch of money and inconvenience.
Not to say that isn't the case, but I maybe just didn't get that email or call yet. But thank you, Crystal Waters. I appreciate that in a big way. People in the chat are very sad we're not talking Oilers yet. All the honks are sitting there just waiting for us.
Let them wait, Dean.
Let them wait.
Big night at the Hippo Tank, 6 p.m., game 4.
May not. I did get a text.
No.
You just never know who's listening.
Mooner?
Hippo Tank, lol, gout. Love it. From a prominent member of the Edmonton media.
Wow.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, of course, the gout we're talking about is Rope Hintz. Because that
That's
innocuous
right, yeah.
slash. How else could you end up in a walking boot after a tap?
Who apparently is still not on the ice this morning. He's a game time decision to not taking part in morning skate for the Dallas Stars.
Rupe,
What the H?
get that out there.
And if you are going to play, I don't care if you're morning skate.
Oh yeah,
Fair.
it's you're at
Like,
this point of the year. It's go ahead, skate, don't skate.
give that gout an extra 8 hours. That's great. Heal up.
What's his story? I need to put him in the crosshairs. What is he?
If he
Is
doesn't
he
play,
a Danish?
Hintz is Finnish.
Figures.
A lot of Finns
Yeah,
left.
the
A lot of
Finns,
Finns
gotta
left in
be
the
careful.
tournament. Get some Finns.
They're not so high in this Finnish mafia. These Finns are, hey, look at it. Well, get after it. I mean, it's 93 playoff games, 68 points. I'll allow it.
you're okay.
One more time there. You just breeze through that real quick.
93 playoff games,
Mhm.
68 points.
Now, how
That's a
old is
lot of
he?
playoff games. Holy.
How old is he?
Yeah.
He's 28. But that's his prime. It's like you in your prime.
Quickly,
Really something.
quickly deteriorates too, Rupe. So get out there and perform. Let's go.
Let's go. 28 goals, 30 goals, 37 goals, 37 goals.
God, that's a lot of goals. Flirting with 40.
Let's go.
Yeah, Rantanen, you want to put some fingerprints on the series? We're waiting.
Yeah, Jason Robertson, you want to
Robo.
be something? Yeah, but I scored last. Shut up. Be a factor. Get into it. Wyatt.
Wyatt's having a
We've
tough
been all
postseason.
about Wyatt, loving Wyatt.
Wyatt.
How about this Wyatt? What a draft pick. Wyatt this, Wyatt that. Pull up your socks, Wyatt. Mr. 33 goals in the regular season. It's only 21.
If I could make one more request while we're
Go ahead,
talking to
Brian.
the
Sure.
benevolent and
Yeah.
kind hockey gods, the all-seeing and all-knowing hockey gods.
Yeah.
If we could see the 971 Jake Ottinger from the first round in 2022,
That would be good.
he's a good player.
I
That
like
guy would help this series a lot.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Could be my favorite player if he wants to.
I'll get a jersey.
Yep.
Yeah, if he does the right things.
Mhm.
Don't know if he gets a cut of that, but anything to help.
Meanwhile, it's like, has McDavid been? Well, Leon's been really good. Drysaitl's he's a monster, and this and that. McDavid 22 points in 14 games.
Son of.
So a bit
Sorry.
down. Yeah.
Thought he was hurt.
Might have been doing something for a while there. Yeah.
Too much time off. Vegas let him off the hook. Should have made him play more.
He did not
What a
do a lot in
game,
that Vegas series.
Didn't look good. He looked
Didn't
hurt.
have
Well,
to.
and you know what? You don't want to give too much credit to a team that got KO'd in 5 games, but Eichel did a good job blanketing them. There's not a lot of guys that can skate with him and neutralize them, but
Can he play for Dallas in this series?
because in the Western League, you used to be able to take a player to the Memorial Cup from another team, right?
Really?
Yeah,
don't
back in the
remember that.
80s, you could
Really?
take a goalie, I believe.
Wow. I didn't know that.
Just
Maybe-
a goalie.
well,
I
just
think
have
that's
Jim-
how,
Have Jim phone Kelly and see if they could work something out.
it was either Vernon or Rudy that got picked up by one of the teams going to the Memorial Cup. Maybe I'm crazy. See if I
Maybe.
can find it.
Hard
I
to
guess you
fact
got
check.
to find out. It's a big game tonight. To say that the series hinges on this game might overstate it. If it goes,
No, I don't.
if
think
Dallas
that-
wins
say
it, then
fair.
there's still lots of good that they're going to have to do to win the series.
Yes, that's fair. But if they
But
lose this, I feel like we
if
can
they
just
lose,
give the TV screens a rest till the
it's
final.
curtains. Yeah.
Any chance the Oilers are getting cocky?
No,
Fans are.
Well,
But
they've
I think
always
the team's not. Yeah.
since they drafted the best player in the world. They've
Yeah. It's
gotten a little bit cocky. It's not their fault, I guess.
because that's the thing about having failure in the playoffs year after year, which the Oilers have had they've made the playoffs a lot the last little bit. They have not won a Stanley Cup in a while. So there's some failures that go along with that. If you're able to learn lessons from that and become better because of it, I would suggest maybe one of those things would be not getting overly cocky over a 2-1 series lead in round 3.
good practice, I think.
Yeah.
Well, Chuck will have them dialed in then. Is that what you're?
Yeah. Chuck will have him dialed in, I think.
This is not improving my attitude.
No, That's why I didn't want to start. We talk about your fasting, how good you used to be.
Yeah, there's
and
other
still-
topics that
I have a nice distracting thing when you're ready for it. If we want to get off this, so
Just
just
going back to this Western League goalie thing.
nope.
Okay.
It's it has to do with an old friend and a segment that we've been talking about doing for.
So we're doing
3
a
to 4
segment. You
years.
put together
no,
a segment.
Just I want to rekindle your fire. Remember that guy that used to work
You
with
mean
us?
it's not on? I'm not
What are you
fired
doing?
up.
No, not. I'm
He's
just
fired up.
this particular thing. You may have slipped your mind.
All right,
but
let's go.
I got the undeniable top 5 fountain drinks from fast food restaurants, 1 to 5, non-negotiable from our fast food drive-through fountain pop
Is
specialist.
that right?
Yes. Number 1,
What's he doing now? Don't just barrel headway. We need love.
CSCC. He's doing
Yeah.
some stuff with stamps, I believe.
Yeah, because that's
And
what
Roughnecks.
Right.
Good guy. Young go-getter.
Yeah.
Sasker.
Did you even mention that? Yeah, in your Pinder report, that lacrosse
That
It's a big game on
lacrosse.
the weekend.
Indus.
Buffalo Bandits.
Oh,
Is it
Anyway,
over?
who the hell are you talking about, and what are we discussing? So we're talking about
Our old
fountain
pal
drinks?
Riley. Remember Riley?
I remember Riley.
Riley used to work with us on the radio show, and
Pickles.
his strong belief was, depending on what specific fast food chain drive-through you were going through,
Mhm.
you were going to get a different soft drink.
Because the
Because the-
soft drinks, they varied.
The blends
Yeah.
of the soda
So
water
the
with the
most
syrup were different.
So the most obvious would be A&W.
He's got it at 5, and it says it's
getting
very
the root
good,
beer.
but it's not top 4.
Hmm.
Root beer at A&W is number 5 on the power rankings.
Yeah, but to your point, you're probably not getting root beer at anywhere else.
No, God, no.
That's probably, and if you're going there, you're only getting the root beer.
Have to.
Okay.
And never mind if you're not going drive, you're sitting down, you got to get the big mug.
Yeah. Yeah, they still do that, eh? Are they frozen? They got the
I
freezers with
hope
the
so.
mugs in. I hope
It's been a
so.
while. I hope they have. I'd be disappointed if they aren't.
Jack, you're a young degenerate. When's the last time you've been to an A&W?
I got one like 2 minutes from my place, and yes, they do. They still have the frozen
Oh.
jugs.
Frosty
Can we tip the
Mugs.
caps just real quick for that?
Nice job, A&W.
Nice.
Just sticking with it.
All right,
Because that
walk
would
us
seem
through.
to be one of those things. If we need to cut some corners, cut costs,
Mhm.
well, we could stop having freezers running 24/7 just to have mugs in them.
Just here, get
And
this.
then
pa-
have to manually
have a
wash
paper
them
straw.
and
Yeah,
clean
just-
that'll
them.
be way better.
That's right. Yeah. Come on, guys. So good job, A&W.
Keep it up.
Okay. So this is
The top 5 fountain
It's
drinks.
the power rankings of fountain drinks at drive-through places. Number 4
yeah.
is the KFC Dr. Pepper. Only place they'll get Dr. Pepper, KFC. That one's foreign to me. Don't know. I believe him.
I was
trust
going to
him.
say, I profess if there's KFC being consumed, it's probably ordering a bucket when there's people around.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, we need,
Yeah. You're not hitting the drive-through.
we need,
just
yeah,
for
I
an
don't know that I've done a
individual service.
drive-through KFC, a big crunch. Jack, when's the last time you have graced a KFC
good.
drive-through?
Ooh. The last time I had KFC, I tried that macaroni and cheese Big Crunch.
Right.
That was pretty good. I've never had the Dr. Pepper, though.
Didn't you have the one where they had the
The double stacker or whatever the hell.
it was
it
like
was.
no buns? It was just meat.
Yeah, I forget what that
Use
was
the
called.
chicken
Hot
breasts.
sauce and
Yeah.
Meat in them. I don't know.
I'm gonna find. While you're doing that, I'm gonna
Keep
find
going,
some
Ryan.
data.
Number 3, Wendy's Sprite. Best Sprite in the league. Not close. That redheaded gal, great at the Sprite.
my kids always go for iced tea there. I'm gonna have to mention that.
The Clown's Coke comes in at number 2.
Wow.
No better fountain
Number
Coke.
2.
Clown Coke.
And this guy goes every day to a drive.
Yes, yeah, he did lament the state of
That
his
is
body from
interesting.
all the trips to said establishments.
Okay.
And number 1 will never be dethroned. He's quoted as saying this morning, the Dairy Queen iced tea.
Who am I to argue?
Perfect
This guy
blend.
is an
Yeah,
expert.
who am I to argue?
And I
There
said,
it
look,
is.
these are all interesting things, but until I get a camera and Boomer in some sort of unmarked white moving
I
van
think-
going through the drive-thrus, we really don't know. We have to take this on the road.
And I think, as importantly, what are you ordering with the food in these drive-thrus?
Yeah, he's a chicken Asiago Ranch. That's his
At Wendy's.
peak, top of
Yeah.
nothing. That's the king of the jungle.
The
I
cluck
guess-
and cleaver. Remember the cluck and cleaver? I don't know how you beat that chicken sandwich. That is.
Again, though, that's not a drive-through. You are right, but that's off topic.
So has he tried every single fountain drink at all these establishments?
I'd suggest he has.
This guy's dialed. He's an expert, Jack. He puts some effort into it.
Yeah, this is like when
It's a
you
passion project.
one
for
of
him.
those drafters, like, no, who's this Rush kid? Like, well, he spent 2 years in the MHL, and he was in Vladivostok, and then moved along, and tough with the primary says that. You're like, how does he know? They're just experts.
And you wouldn't know by looking at him.
No.
He's just a mere waif of a guy,
Mm-hmm.
but he can crush some fast food.
That was Lankow.
Really?
Whatever he wanted.
Yeah.
Fast food, left
fair.
and right. No.
Yeah,
Not fair.
it's not fair.
You just look at the arches and you
Not
add a pound.
fair.
This guy.
Lanks. Now there was a guy, was he not like a CHL player of the year, top scoring player,
He was a high-end player.
and then went to the NHL? So he's maybe not going to be able to just connect the dots as easily as you might think for a guy that has a whole bunch of points. But then found a way.
figured it
He's a
out.
good flame. I
Got
liked
pretty
him.
crafty. Got pretty
He's
smart.
a competitor, I
Yeah.
would say.
How many games do you think he played?
1,000.
1,090. Wow.
Good for him, especially after the neck injury.
Yep. Went back to Arizona to get the 1,000, I think.
That's right. I think I saw it on FlamesNation.ca. They had one of those "Who's this guy?"
Mhm.
logo, and I didn't confirm it, but I believe Damon Lanko is the
It was the Phoenix portion
at the
that
end.
probably
It
got
kind of
in.
gives
I
it
saw
away.
that
Yeah,
too.
there's some Philly, Tampa Bay
Mhm.
draft.
Tampa,
Tampa Bay.
Phoenix, Calgary, Phoenix.
There you go.
Still in Phoenix.
You got a kid that plays?
I think his kid got drafted,
Yeah.
actually. One kid was in Vancouver.
Colton.
And then the younger kid,
Colton's
Yeah.
playing for the Giants. How about that?
that's the older kid. And then the younger kid just got drafted.
How about that?
Derek. I think his name.
Congrats, Derek.
Way to go, kid.
That's his cousin, but yeah.
Huh?
Just thinking. Could be wrong. There's some other Lankas listed, but not as his brother. I have Damon's son and nephews. Beckett.
No.
Okay.
His brother played. It was a goalie. Scott.
Yeah, was his
Okay.
bro. But you're talking about his kid. So you're saying the one kid is his
Yeah, this
nephew,
was-
not his son.
I'm saying the kid in Vancouver's his son.
I see.
Yeah. But someone playing net for the Tigers for years.
Folks, I blame the Oilers for this.
Yeah.
We'd
It's
be
all
doing,
their fault.
we'd be doing others. We'd be talking about.
all
but
their fault.
It's their fault if they're going to do this.
Yeah.
We're talking soft drinks.
So either
don't
don't
have
win and
anything
have
else
them
to talk
leave, or
about.
win and have them leave. Just have them leave. We need to stand.
It's interesting. You brought, and because I was going to bring this to the table, but I'm like, I don't know if I'll whatever. But in terms of soft drink, it might shock you. It shocked me. The top selling soft drinks in the United States of America.
Oh no, number one.
Number one, Coca-Cola Classic.
Yes.
Guess is at number two for the second year in a row.
Don't say do. That would be so demoralizing.
It's not the Dew.
It's got to be Sprite, I think.
I don't drink pop, so it's hard for me.
Dr. Pepper,
Come on, the Doc.
the Doc.
Wow.
And it might be some vote splitting, okay, well, I'm a this sort of thing. But for the second straight year, Dr. Pepper ahead of Sprite and Pepsi Cola and Diet Coke in the top five.
Wow. Did not have the Doc there.
Finish out the top 10. Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew, Coke Zero,
Zip, as he would say. Coke Zip.
tip of the cap to
Coke Zip.
Lou. Diet Pepsi, Fanta, which would be your orange,
Yeah.
and then Canada Dry Ginger Ale.
It's good ginger ale.
Sure. You like it better than the Schweppes? Schweppes. Jack, Dr. Pepper, your thoughts?
Don't like it.
Back to you, Dean.
Never have it.
I think people are sleeping on the Doc.
It's lovely.
They should maybe get some. This might be a Dr. Summer.
Gainer drinks
Hot Doc Summer?
Vodka Dr. Peppers.
Who does?
Dr. Aaron Kane.
Kaner.
So the Doc goes Doc and,
Chiropractor extraordinaire.
Doc and vodka, you're saying?
Yeah.
Really?
Maybe it's wrong. Oh, is it like a vanilla vodka?
Dr. Pepper surpassed
The vanilla
Pepsi.
would
back
pair
in
nicely with
Yeah,
the Doc.
I think that's what it
Yeah.
is. Now you're thinking.
The backstory. The rise of Dr. Pepper. Love a good rags to riches story. You know what I mean? Congrats, Doc.
The good doctor.
Boy, and you know what? For Coke, remember they went to the Coke Classic and they went to New Coke and they kind of flirted with it there. They got their shit back together.
Yeah, they were.
You guys probably won't even remember that.
I do. Jack won't. New Coke.
It was Coca-Cola. Then we're going to change it's New Coke.
But if you go really far back, there was actually Coke in the Coca-Cola.
That's
cocaine,
true.
So you had to change that a little
in the
bit.
50s or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
That's when doctors were telling you
before
you needed
the
to smoke.
50s.
Yeah. Now it's all in.
Did you know that, Jack?
No.
Coke had Coke.
Actually,
Coke had Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no wonder you felt real good after.
well, I could have another.
Well,
This is quite loud.
that is something.
A little pep in my step.
Yeah.
So they had to take it out, Jack, just so you know.
That makes sense.
Can't
no,
get it anymore.
no root beer anywhere in the.
I think they consider Dr. Pepper kind of their root beer-ish.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think in Canada, you'd see the huge splits on the Dr. Pepper and the root beer.
You don't know that.
It's my guess.
Well, there's no A&Ws down
That's
there.
what I mean. The
hardly,
chain
so-
here is prominent. It's non-existent there, to my knowledge.
And the Dr. Pepper down there, they shake it up a lot. They've got your Dr. Pepper mixed with cream soda, Dr. Pepper cherry, Dr. Pepper. There's, what do the artists do? The collabs. There's a lot of collaboration going on.
The doctor's in the lab. He's cooking.
Yeah,
He's always throwing new stuff in there.
for sure. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that bought us 8 minutes.
Do we like the Orange Crush?
I love an Orange Crush float.
Yeah.
Soft serve ice cream float.
Do you know what a float is, Jack?
Like an ice cream float?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't get those.
God, we're
Don't
all
see
there.
them anymore. Maybe at an A&W you get a root beer float.
Yeah. You can go to Dairy Queen and get a float.
Can you?
Oh, yeah.
I believe that. DQ, yeah.
See, that's the other thing. He's talking about going to Dairy Queen. I'm not a Dairy Queen food
Foodie?
guy.
It's ice
Generally,
cream.
it's ice cream.
Good chicken tenders.
Is that right?
We better call Commodore or something. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is... we got any
Mike!
guests. Maybe I should
Mike?
text him. Maybe he's around the corner again.
Oh, you can't only tap that
Is he just in the neighborhood?
mine once in a while. The 999 is coming. Did you contact our hot dog?
Yeah, we're all straightened.
Good.
I got the hot dog guy and the nightclub guy on the same page
What
here.
about the buns?
I have not followed up on buns.
Oh, come on, Pinder. See, this is like
And
the
you were
pizza.
concerned about buns.
Well,
This
I
is
just-
the food at the Christmas party. You're going to forget about it.
I've got budget for us to order in pizzas.
Never happened.
Didn't John Bender end up buying pizza for everybody?
Yeah,
though?
Bender to save the day. That's the normal
Job Bender.
normal plot.
The 999, it is coming up this Friday over at Greta, presented by Origin Brewing, Bonton Meats, Greta, of course, our host, and Platinum Mitsubishi.
If you want to do it and you haven't signed up yet, you're not doing it at Greta on Friday, but you can get a general admission ticket for $10. Those are all that's left.
And again, I guess there's nothing stopping for you from ordering hot dogs and beers.
Correct. But you're not getting it for $29.99.
No, you're going to have to do your own kind of vote,
Collab.
You're going to have to go rogue and do it yourself. T-shirts for the challengers that are successful.
And there's an update on that.
Oh,
Not unlike we have to remind people that there are non-alcoholic beers
Right.
that are as many as you want for the 999. We are going to give T-shirts to all competitors.
well, that's nice.
because we wouldn't want to encourage gluttony. That's the whole point of this thing. Okay.
Yeah, the last thing we want to do is encourage
You know what happened?
things in excess with our 999.
The gov got in front of the socials and
Yeah.
you can't do this, can't do that. I got to change this.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Harumph,
we're just
harumph.
doing a 999.
So it's Friday. It's at Greta.
Thank God
And
they're out there to watch over us, dude.
Doors at 4. Why don't you swing by after work,
Keep
cut
us
out early,
safe.
book yourself a sales
Yeah.
meeting 3 to 5, and we'll get started with first pitch at 5 between the Athletics, who have no home, and the Jays in Toronto.
Now, are there two teams without home sales? Like, where's Tampa Bay?
Tampa is playing in there are two teams playing in minor league facilities. Tampa's playing in the Yankees spring facility, which is the biggest of the spring facilities in Grapefruit League in Tampa Bay proper, I believe, at George Steinbrenner Field.
George Steinbrenner.
That'll be great in July.
Oof. Already, because the Jays were just there. It's like guys leaking.
Yeah.
Just humidity, sweating their balls off.
Ugh.
Now, when your pitcher's gone 30 the last inning, you're going to want to take some pitches, get him a breather in the dugout and cool up. Why is he swinging?
Yeah.
3 up, 3 down, and out comes Bassett again. He's sweating again. Not ideal.
Not ideal.
You have a team in Sacramento that you're not allowed to say Sacramento, and there's a team playing in Tampa Bay in a single A facility.
Yeah.
Move them to Montreal.
Come on, baseball. Looking a little shoddy here.
You think all the runs the NHL took when the Yotes were playing in ASU's
That's right.
half-built arena?
And it was
Ain't that
awesome.
different.
So what time will you get there? Because I'm just thinking about how you roll. You'll get there. Are you going to be able to not have your first beverage until
That's
first
why I'll be
pitch?
showing up at 4:45. I think.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to be doing an 11:99.
Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
It will get the best of you.
And if I want to do an 11:99, that's fine. But 10 and 11 are not until the dogs are done.
Mhm.
That's got to be the
That's right.
strategy.
That's right. You
Can't
know,
be- It's like going to a buffet. There's only so much space on the plate. That's your stomach. It's a real estate game.
it is.
Save space.
I'm curious about Jack because he has zero concern going into this.
He's a bit cocky.
He's just ready for.
I can do this in 30 minutes.
What do you want? I do this every day. Just we're gonna do it with other people around.
Just
This
doing
time.
an 18-18-9.
Yeah.
I've got it all figured out.
Do
You got it
you?
mapped
Yep.
out?
Thursday, 5 o'clock is gonna be my last meal, and then I'm just gonna drink water.
Yeah, you need to keep that stomach open. That's a good call.
Then when I get there Friday, I'm gonna aim for 5, and I'm just gonna do beers right away. I think I'm gonna do 5 beers, get a little buzz.
This is the Rhett strategy.
This is a terrible idea,
And-
I think.
Why?
I would do the opposite. I'd get the
You go right to the dogs.
the problem is either way, there's gonna be some swelling at some point.
What moves through you quicker? That's probably.
Well, let's hear the full plan. So you're gonna do
Yeah,
5 beers.
5 beers. Then I'm gonna do a couple dogs, finish the beers, and then just kind of do a dog and inning pace.
So you're going to be 9 beers in
Yeah, I'm
with
hoping to
2
get
dogs eaten,
yes.
and then
It's not a bad plan,
Just
actually.
on the
Out of
dog
all
train.
the plans I've thought of, that might be the best because you
Okay.
might all that booze, you're gonna
I'm
be
gonna be starving, and I won't.
well, you might go to the washroom. You might
Tara's got a good point.
Tara says ending on
Mm,
hot
that
dogs
is
is
bold.
bold. It's a bold strategy.
You go find a drunk guy and say, "Hey, eat 7 dogs in an hour, please." I don't know that goes well a lot. of
Sam is
times.
concerned. He says that's a terrible.
Here's the thing: if I have to tap out, I'd way rather have 9 beers than the 9 dogs in me.
that's deep thinking right there. That's deep thinking. I don't mind. Good on you, Jack.
If I have 9 beers, 3 dogs, man.
Whatever.
I don't like your commitment to the 999.
So you went from very cocky to like, yeah, well, if it doesn't happen, here's why.
No, I'm just gonna.
I want the
go out.
9 beer and the rest of it. I don't
I
give
can
a
do this
shit.
in half an hour, but if,
It's
if I
20
can't do it in
bucks.
3 hours, here's why.
Is that what it is? You just.
I got to figure it out. Don't worry.
You better.
He and his
Do
Lugans
this
have been
thing right.
scheming. Yeah.
Do this proud. Our name is attached to this. You better do not make an ass out of us. Ah, good stuff. Good times.
I'm looking at your list of other things that need to happen. Gonna be busy.
Not really.
2 things inside of 3 weeks is a lot for us.
Yeah.
2.
What else we got? 999 golf tournament.
Yeah. The Origin Golf Tournament's coming up
That's what, 18th?
June 18.
You golfer, Jack?
No, I'm not a golfer. I've tried to get into it like every summer. All my buddies golf, but they just take it too seriously.
Oh,
It's no fun.
Then you would love the Origin Golf Tournament.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where you should.
Yeah,
be
that's
golfing.
It's
kind
a
of
scramble.
Strathmore.
Scrabble's a great way to play golf.
No one's going to ask you to tuck your shirt in. Come
That's
on.
right.
This is what we need.
I can wear my flip flops.
Oh, hell yeah.
Mhm.
Go barefoot like Cron.
Well, I don't know. Say, I'm not sure if this is. This Cron's the bear still barefoot.
Always.
Yeah.
I think that's this week. You were saying the alumni tournament
Thursday.
He will be teeing off barefooted.
Oh, Cron.
Cron.
It's hard when you get betrayed by those close to you. Betrayal.
So
Told you only hurt the ones you love, Dean.
I guess so. Yeah. Somebody was asking me the other day. Said, do you think, do you take credit for Cron being on the radio all the time now? It's like, well, I don't take credit, but
Oh, it's a direct result of you.
I'm not sure that it would be a thing were it not for our time spent together.
His nationwide popularity would be way less.
Yeah, it would be. They said, what about Corey Sarich? I said, same column. Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow, you're taking credit for him.
I'd say he did it for me, except you just said how
Totally did
how
do it
big
for
a
you.
deal I was prior to meeting you. So I don't
Star
really
Well,
meet you.
I guess I was saying you're a big deal, and then the NHL.
Good thing you resurrected some of that, eh?
That's right.
There's
did it for
kings and there's
you.
kingmakers, Dean.
Yeah. Who else? Who else is?
I've gone nowhere. I'm stuck next to him. He is not
Oh,
launching me to anything.
Yeah.
You
I'm
guys
still
were-
on your hip. I'm still freaking
Who
Robin
do you
here.
who do you think who has tried to get away from the other? Ryan from me or me from Ryan? Yet here we sit.
We've both taken some spins.
Yeah.
I do remember getting a call in the middle of the pandemic being requested to return to mornings.
That's
Oh, really?
right, you did.
I
go to
kinda
the
like
out-
not waking
you
up
did
at 4
go to the
for a year
afternoons and
there.
acted
Yeah.
cool for a while.
Just like you went to the Flames and acted cool for a while.
Yeah. And COVID got in the way of everything.
But you always come back to Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Jack, we got to get out of here. Let's start that podcast
Jack,
on
I can't-
sailboat.
Always come back.
Sailboat podcasts drops August 1. Jack and I are gone.
But I mean, Sarich, I mean, what was he doing? Brought him in.
Raising kids. I
Yeah.
think Sarge was coming
Now he's
in.
on television all the time. Hey, look at me. So yeah.
Hmm.
And were you guys? You may have been. You would not have been there. Were you there when we had Troy Brower on the show?
No,
I was definitely not there.
And he got either the call or the text mid-show. Hey, do you still have your gear? Get your ass to St. Louis.
Springfield. But yes.
His,
Yeah.
his playing career was resurrected because of the guy with the big face right here.
I don't know if it's true, but okay.
So someone heard on the radio and said, we got to get this guy on the ice again.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God, I didn't know he wasn't playing. Let's
Brower,
go.
is he's just doing media?
Could use him.
What's Andrew Walker doing now?
Yeah, you launched
Yeah,
him off
you
to the
launched
biggest
him
media
and-
market in the
yeah.
country. What's the
Mhm.
update?
He is doing Oiler pre and post game.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's a downgrade.
Although for him, that's probably heaven on earth.
He's very happy doing it.
yeah.
It's the pig pen. He just loves rolling around in it.
And
Now,
he's smarmy, so he can be smarmy.
So here's a
It's
question: is there any appetite for him to come on this show this week?
If we're talking about Oilers, no. If we're hanging out, absolutely.
Okay.
But I don't know that he can do that.
We should have had him on today because it would have been better.
Well,
than what
I
we're
reached. I
doing.
was out to him.
Hmm.
There was text convo happening today
No, we should actually.
because I knew this was coming.
Yeah, no, we all.
The
see
day
this.
after a 3-0
And if
Carolina
the Oilers
win,
tonight,
and
it's coming again tomorrow.
yeah,
Yeah.
3-0 Carolina win on an Oiler game day. We care to talk about neither.
How do you feel about potato chip brackets, Dean?
Oof.
Jack, you ever had Old Groton?
No, I don't even know what that is.
Oh, my favorite Old Dutch.
Can you do a lot of it?
I can do a lot of it.
I find the Au Gratin. I hit.
So what can you do a lot of?
So S&Bs.
Pretty much all. Yeah, pretty much anything else. Chips.
We were at the
damn
ball
you.
You're
diamond.
potato
actually not
chips.
a great reference point. You like food, but you're not good at. There's a lot of things that the tender tummy thing. Like there's.
It's not tender tummy. It's
You have a tender tummy.
maybe. No, I mean dill pickle, salt and vinegar. Well, salt and vinegar can be like for anybody, right? That's
No,
No, you're not
don't
cutting up the
speak for
inside of your mouth.
everybody.
Cutting up
This
the mouth
is about
the
you.
only risk point. there.
But don't you get some puckering after a while with the vinegar,
These pretzels are making me thirsty.
dill pickle, ketchup, Doritos? Ooh,
I would
Doritos.
never eat a ketchup chip. Like I would
Man.
eat it, but I would never buy it.
Really?
Nope.
Yeah, you're at a party, you can't stop. You can't buy those things.
Oh,
They don't last. You're just eating them all day.
So good. Jack, top 5 chips.
Salt and vinegar 1.
Ooh.
Miss Vicky's. We'll go Doritos, the red bag. I forget what the flavor's called.
Nacho.
Nacho.
I don't
That's
like the red
red.
bag.
You don't like the red bag?
Dorito?
Red bag's everywhere. You get, and yet I prefer the
Orange?
orange.
Okay. The
We'll
orange
go
is
with
nacho cheese.
The classic Lay's.
Just plain.
Plain?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
You gotta have some dip around.
The
you.
wavy ones.
Yeah.
Ruffle.
The ripple or
The ripple,
ruffle?
yeah.
Those Ruffles, yeah.
What else do I like?
You're leaving ketchup off, is what I'm
I don't like
noticing.
ketchup. I would never. I'm with Red. I would never. I've never bought ketchup chips.
Where are we on
I like
sour
sun
cream and
chips.
onions?
I like sour cream.
I like that.
The
Yeah.
old Ryan's back in the day.
Oh, we
sour
talked
cream and
about
onion.
it, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Crunchy.
So good. Bring those back, please.
I was at the Diamond on Sunday, and someone's like, "Ah, chips." And there was a bag with multiple bags in it. I was just grabbing it. Oh, S&B is nice. My nephew comes in. Dink, dink, dink. Bottom of the spicy dill. I'm like, no, you did not have spicy dill in here.
Mm.
Oh,
They have spicy ketchup now, that Miss Vicky.
saw
She's
that.
been
It was
trotting
good.
that out for a while.
There's a lot of different flavors of
Yeah.
chip. We should maybe have a chip nami. And
A chip nami.
oh, we had a chip nami on Madison Ave when I was living there.
What's that a play on?
A chip nami is when Rhett gets around, had been drinking, and then someone puts out some chips, and it's like a tsunami.
So it's like a tsunami, but it's a
Shit
chip.
is- yeah, chips
Got
are.
it.
It's like a 30-foot wave
Listen,
of chips.
I have an idea for a completely different part. It's not even maybe part of this show, but it's something completely different. And that's where a chip nami would come in.
Then we should do a chip nami because we should also do this bologna thing, which you've been.
This is a
shuffling
big
your
Greg
feet.
Keller. That's a big Bonton Meats. He was ready to celebrate with Bologna Fest
Fest,
after
yeah.
the Leafs lost.
Mhm.
Why didn't we?
We need some
Well,
runway, but we should have seen that coming. They weren't going to beat Florida.
I
it
could
was
eat
2-0.
bologna. I could eat bologna any day of
That's
the
what
week.
tricked us.
Yeah.
I don't need a special event for bologna.
No, Greg loves bologna sandwiches.
Do you put
Fried
chips on your
bologna.
sandwiches ever? Right on there and crunch them up?
Not really. I'll have them on the
Oh,
side.
See, I love it.
A crunch in there.
If you're going to like
Yeah.
a potluckish type of a thing and you've got your paper plastic plate, little chips on the side.
I do that all the time, Red.
Oh,
At Subway.
On?
Yeah. I get
Really?
the cheddar sun chips, crush them up, put them on my sub.
Those things are shit.
yeah, I'm not a fan of
Sun
those at all.
chips?
You don't like them?
That's
Don't try and get out of here. Oh, but they're healthy. No, it's just,
That's not the point of chips. You've now lost the plot.
you know what it is? It's sawdust and you've tried gluing it all back together and then sprinkling some, get out of here. Sun chips. Sorry. Loss of a sponsorship.
I think
guys.
you should do the
apologize.
Doritos on that sub.
I've done that too. I'll do
So
that
what
on the
sub
on
do you
the,
get?
the BMT.
Oh, yeah.
The Doritos are for the tacos.
Yeah, they do that.
They do nachos at Subway now too. Did you know
They do pizzas.
Really?
Everyone's doing pizzas. Stop it.
that? It is.
Flatbread.
Davey Keon's is trying to do pizza. I'm like, stop it. Just don't.
McDonald's used to.
Those are good, actually.
Yep. I thought they were good.
Do you remember that, Jack? Were you too young to
No,
get
that's way
McDonald's
before,
pizza? Yeah.
No.
God, they were good.
Sun chips.
Yeah, that was a poor pull by you, Jack. Don't ever admit that
Yeah,
again.
turn off your mic, Jack.
Almost had to sit outside. So close. But we'll keep you. Okay.
Summer ideas. Off to a great
I
start.
might go to that Italian shop for a sandwich now.
The Bonton hotline is checked in.
Okay.
Cheesies.
Doug Warner loves the cheesies. The DUG. I've told you this, I think. He opens the bag. It's a 24-hour wait rule.
That's, yeah.
What?
And
Stales them up a bit.
Really? Because it's the Hawkins, right? That's the one.
Hawkins, which
Yeah.
is Canadian.
Yeah.
When we were doing our chip draft years ago, we reached out to Hawkins and said, "There's some massive popularity here for your product. We're
Would you
doing
like to get on?
anything. We'd love to talk to you about the story." Crickets.
Who are these fat guys?
So the
talking about?
I think
leftover,
they're making fun of us.
so
We're
the
not making-
leftover corn batter that's from other products
'Cause
that
that's
they
the-
deep fry and drench in
Delicious.
cheese. I love it.
because the Hawkins is unlike anything else. It's very hard,
Mhm.
crunchy.
Knobby.
Yeah. Cheese puff or cheesy?
I like cheese puffs.
I just think you're wishing you had Hawkins the whole time. That's my thought on it.
If you're having the cheese puff,
There was one called Paws when I played junior hockey. It was that Cheeto dumb cat.
PAWS, yeah, that makes more sense.
do you let it sit and then dissolve?
Yeah, kind of
Before,
Yeah.
because I think there's probably some people that just crunch it and eat
No,
it like
then
they
you,
would
you got to
normally.
go with the full flavor.
But there's something about that dissolving that takes place when you have it in your yipper. Yeah, the cheesies. The woman I live with likes the cheesies.
Mm.
I don't know that she would be very much opposite. She's big on I don't know if you guys have this in your house. Food clips. We must clip everything.
Oh, we own
the
them.
bag.
Cereal
Clip the top.
boxes, sleeves of soda crackers,
Keep them fresh.
crackers of any kind, like a Ritz or whatever it is. We must clip it, or it's almost instantly. If it's overnight,
No
you may
good.
as well throw it out because it's stale. So she and DUG would be at
Oh, the
loggerheads.
DUG, try it. Try it. Put
Where'd
them on
you-
the boat this summer. Leave them overnight.
Weren't put them on the boat. Wasn't there the freezer? Weren't you put them in the freezer too? The
Popcorn?
the
I've
Hawkins?
never done the Hawkins in the
Because I know dummy over there was doing that with popcorn.
Yeah, he was.
Did you ever decide whether that was worth it?
Yeah, it was worth it if you're planning on eating it the next day.
The popped popcorn, not the kernels.
Yeah.
Once it's popped, you
Once
put
it's
it in the
popped, like I
freezer.
got 2 bags from the movie theater. It was
ate one.
ate one, put one in the freezer. It was pretty good.
That's odd.
Like I would rather keep it in the freezer than keep it in my pantry
Really?
overnight. Yes.
Would you go no butter on the
Oh, no,
order
no.
if you're gonna freeze it? You got
No, there
What
was.
what's wrong?
I
with
didn't
you?
try
can't
it.
imagine
Never
any
say
scenario.
that again.
Like
What
hell
happens when you
prison.
freeze it?
Is that
Yeah.
where they're having popcorn ever without butter on it?
Yeah, I just mean you'd add it the next day, maybe. I don't know.
Mm.
No.
Wouldn't it freeze? It's soggy. You don't want soggy.
It won't get soggy. It would freeze.
Then it would freeze and be
Delicious. Be like a
Hawkins cheesies. Congrats, Hawkins. I don't know what else you're doing.
Sorry, what made you so upset with all the compliments the other
don't
day?
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't want to offend you. Kind of talking you up a bit. Could have sent us a few pallets.
Do you buy the store-bought popcorn?
Popped already?
Yeah.
No.
Like there's the pop.
Is there anything more overpriced than the 25 cents of popcorn kernels that had hot air
Exactly.
put to them and now they're $7? Like no, I cannot do it.
What are some of those? I forget the ones. You buy the big bags. What is it? There's skinny pop. Yeah, we get it. You're all healthy and shit. Get smart food.
No, go away.
I'll
You've-
eat smart
you've seen
food
those
on
ones,
an
right?
airplane when it's not available.
Those
or
are
when there's
everywhere.
nothing else.
There's the popcorn twists.
What do you think about those? Kids used to like them, but I'm not a fan at all.
Went to those veggie flute things after that, didn't they?
At Christmas time, I'll pour like a caramel sauce over them.
Yeah, that's good.
It becomes quite delicious.
Not a lot of things aren't good with caramel. All
I
over
do
them.
love caramel too. Rum and butter.
Oh,
$3.93 when you cruise by $3.93 this summer.
Chicago mix.
No, just cheese. Caramel gets sticky in my teeth. Don't
Really?
like it.
Yeah, there's
The
the
boom chicka.
boom chicka pop or whatever the hell it is.
It doesn't taste like butter or salt or popcorn.
but somehow it's good.
And popular.
I'm not.
The old 18 kilogram bags there.
Mm-hmm.
Pull up the back of the car.
I can tell you right now, the DUG can send you a bag of popcorn for. You can make 100 of those for that cost.
You'd be surprised how much that bag of popcorn cost. I was at Early's recently, as you know.
Oh, you were there.
Mhm.
Waiting for our gift baskets still.
Yeah, to arrive.
Tick, 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 tick.
Well,
See you, buddies.
yeah, there's no sense.
No,
dragging this out.
we've got this Pinder report to do.
All right, well, let's go.
Let's do it. Good.
We kind of talked about the Origin Golf Tournament, but it deserves more than
Okay.
a little bit.
I could go for the steak sandwich. What are they serving at the? Put it up, Jack.
Hmm?
The Origin.
Okay. Because coming up on June 18th, it's the inaugural. I believe it is.
You're just making things up, but regardless,
I'm
it
okay
doesn't
with it.
matter if it's inaugural or not. It's a
I'll
golf
reach out.
tournament.
I'll go to the source.
Well, just
It's an event that's happening. There's golf
This
in
could be-
Strathmore at the Strathmore Golf Club for Origin Brewing and Malting. Mark will be there.
Tiger.
Just
Is that Tiger?
to the right of the
Yeah, he'll be there.
to the right left edge there, Pinder. June 18th, 1 p.m. It's a 4-person scramble, Jack.
Steak dinner.
What are they serving with the steak dinner? Your predictions. I say baked.
Potato.
Baked.
Yep.
Baked.
Could it be the little
Absolutely.
ones that are?
No.
No.
Tin foil.
Yeah.
Individual
And
bakers.
then big tubs.
Big tubs of sour cream,
and
bacon
butter.
bits, chai, the
Yes,
whole schmear.
yes.
Yeah. Now that here would be the other. Will they have? What will the butter be? Will it be like
balls of butter or big-
balls, or will it be like a bowl with almost like margarine soft?
I hope
to put
it's
it
a
on.
bowl. I
Yeah,
like that better.
that's another thing we need to get into is just the hard
I
nature of
found
butter
I
these
found
days.
a butter that's not hard,
God,
but it's
$1,000.
effing expensive. I'll tell you.
Yeah, big butter, really leaning on Canadians these
Little
days.
Canadians.
Check in at 11:30. Shotgun start 1 o'clock. 18 holes, cart, steak, dinner, prizes, and the proceeds going to the Sutter Benevolent Fund. Helping out people that need help.
Central Alberta.
Isn't that what we
Well,
should all be doing? Helping out people if they need help. That's the small town thing to do, which is why it's perfect for Origin and Strathmore. Is this the first ever?
Caesar salad,
Gotta be. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's your classic trifecta there. The steak, the potato, and the Caesar.
Yeah, I mean,
And no one complains.
I don't think you'd see a
could you?
slaw there. If you were having ribs or something or barbecue, you might have some slaw. Where do you fall in the slaw, Jack?
I don't eat greens.
Slaw would be in that.
Because
Slaw
there's
is
the cream
just
and then
like-
there's the clear.
There's certain things. If it's good, it's good. But not all slaw is good.
Actually, they put the slaw on that chicken sandwich down the street when they had it.
I'm
there.
telling you,
That was
slaw
good.
is. Don't sleep on the slaw.
I'm a fan of the
There's a little
slaw.
palate cleanser too if you got the hot stuff going on.
You can't just go to the grocery store and get some slaw that's been sitting
My
in a tub
wife-
for 12 weeks.
She did it the other day. We were having shout out. We were having some Big Sky barbecue brought in.
Oh,
We
yeah.
had a whole bunch of people coming over. It was my mother-in-law's 75th birthday. She loves loves barbecue. Okay, well it's just down the
do it.
road. We'll get some stuff. We'll take it. Perfect. Okay, good. And we were at the store, and my wife grabs this
Tub.
thing full of like grainy, thick potato salad. It's like, it's only like it's $8. I'll just are you out of your mind?
Are you trying to poison yourself?
No one's going to eat that. And then where are you put that back?
Glad you.
You think? I'm like, yes, I think.
Good job, Dean. Though
It was
That's
one of
your
those.
turf.
Honestly, it was one of those things where you like we're deep into this marriage and relationship now.
Yeah.
It's like,
All these years.
babe, are we gonna make it? Like we're so
different.
so off on this. How could this be after all this time together?
Kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah. But she can't leave this, She knows what she's got. Lucky
Potato
devil.
salad aficionado.
Yeah.
You ever make the dill pickle potato salad?
No,
Weimer loves that one.
there's a lot of that going on. Dill pickle salads.
It's basically you put the dill
It's-
pickle juice in there.
It's hot right now.
That dip you had, I was quite
Oh.
impressed with.
Yeah.
Make the
Dill
difference.
pickle. You can buy it in the bags. I saw it at no more free plugs. We've been giving Pop companies and potato chips. I was at this restaurant, let's call it, this eating establishment with my daughter's ball team on the weekend. They were ordering food, and one of the things they had, dill pickle salad. That's interesting. Maybe we need to get on this. Greg Keller, Bonton, are you on Catching the Craze? I'll reach out. It is the inaugural.
Good.
Nice.
First ever. And you can never do that again. Your first ever, you can only do it once because then you've done it.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
You can't be born again.
What if you want to do it again? Like it's the first time.
Oh, you can.
That's never.
Be full of shit.
Feels like an 80s rock song. Something about the first time.
Yeah. Feels like the first time.
Yeah. Something very first time.
Yeah.
Pinder Report.
Bill
Yeah, I
Chanda.
guess, eh?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Trying to
Well,
buy your car.
tell us about your car, Ryan.
Honda Ridgeline Black Edition. Oh my goodness. All that dumb hockey gear, baseball equipment. Interior's phenomenal. Best in class interior.
According to Car and Driver magazine.
Wow, they know more than I do. Jeez,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Bill Chanda, dealership for life.
They had the Ridge line, then it was discontinued.
What?
And then by popular demand, they brought it back. People were like, "This is why would you
So a
take
bunch
this
of people
away?"
said, "You're an idiot. What are you doing?"
Well, I don't know if probably in kinder terms. We love the Ridge line.
We need these.
It'd be great to
It
be able to
gives us
buy
the
a Ridgeline.
convenience of having a pickup truck for hauling different things. If we ever need to tow something to a certain extent, not heat. But yeah, you're not driving a 1-ton truck to haul. You're not hauling a fifth wheeler, but just we got to make a dump run. We got to haul some stuff. We love the practicality of having a truck, but the convenience of it for parking, fuel mileage, comfort.
The ride, independent suspension.
Yes, the ride is far better than any other pickup. And they said, "Well, all right, well, we'll start making them again."
Fine. So be it.
And look at them now.
Did it once. We can do it again.
They'll do it again. They can do it again. And you can take one out today, I would bet, if you went by Village Honda.
Give it a zip.
Yeah, give it a zip.
Well, some people think it's a season that's hard up for content, but other people know better, including our writers at FlamesNation.ca, where Ryan Pike, the old wrench, has opened his mailbag.
And look at him, hey, 10 o'clock, not 10:01,
Right on the money.
not 10:12, like some podcasts, they just kind of randomly start whenever.
Look at the photo credit from Mike Gould. Wow.
Thank you, Mike.
Get credit anywhere you can. Already lots of comments, too. Don't be fooled. Look at that. Yesterday, boom.
Looking ahead to the draft and free agency,
A lot of mailbag questions. What are the Flames going to do in free agency?
maybe they can give us ideas, because that could be something we
Well,
could have
here's the
talked
thing.
about.
We know where one of the Flames draft picks of their 2 first-rounders is going to be.
Okay.
It is pick number 18. And our old pal Bobby Germany, another writer at FlamesNation.ca, said, "Hey, guys, maybe an idea of what you might get at 18. We could look back and see all the prior 18 picks, because we've seen teams like Dallas and other clubs really mine the middle and back end of the first round well, and other teams don't have a clue. Let's look at these." Chris Stewart, good career. Ian Cole, good player. That's the wrong picker. Cal, Chet, Louis LeBlanc played junior B and got drafted in the first round. That's insane. Teuvo Teravainen is a good player, still going.
Yeah. Mark McNeil was a big hulking forward with Prince Albert, as I recall.
That's right.
I believe that's Mirko Mueller, who they called him the can't miss Swiss.
Turns out,
Terrible nickname.
and you could miss.
Yeah. Bad moniker.
Greater Buffalo's own Alex Tuck, Rhett.
Yeah, I believe it's closer to Syracuse. But
Sure.
whatever.
Western New York, you want to call it? What do we say? Finger Lakes?
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so there's some good players in there. What about more recently, though? Because teams, they got to be getting better at this
Yeah,
draft
yeah.
stuff, right? Oh,
Yes.
Thomas Chabot. That's a nice
Yes.
pick.
Yeah.
Logan Stanley, huge, but still 6'7"-ish.
Playing.
Yeah, around.
Yeah.
Urko Vakanainen, a guy. Thomas Harley, my God, Olympic
please.
defenseman at 18.
Yeah.
Yes, please. Dawson Mercer, talented young forward for the
You'd take him.
Jersey
Yes.
Devils. I believe he is a Newfoundlander.
Yeah.
Chaz Lucius, American, I believe won World Juniors.
Yeah.
Leon Bischel, the Swiss monster playing for Dallas. He's 240.
Oh.
And Sasha Boisvert played in the USHL last year.
Too soon for those. It's really
You don't really know
Yeah.
yet. Barlow is a highly touted prospect as well. So there's some guys, but I don't see a McDavid, Draisaitl, Barkov in there.
no. And I mean, Bischel is playing, but he was from the 2022.
And again,
Draft.
Thomas Harley, this was his breakout year. How many years ago was he drafted?
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's
Yeah,
the thing. So
it's a long
6 years
time.
later. All right. Don't know if that's upped or downed our confidence levels, but
It's kind of
just be better
nothing.
be better than
maybe.
average
Yeah.
at the draft, and you'll be fine. Elsewhere, I do think about what Rhett was doing 21 years ago, because I think there might be a nasty hangover the day after this. Power play,
Yeah.
Stanley Cup final. Are you kidding me?
Silver synergy.
That is pretty peaky Ginla right there. Absolute monster in 04. Rhett, back to you.
Rhett, let's do the whiteboard. What about Freddie Modine?
What about Freddie Modine?
Wasn't great pursuit.
Good. We didn't win though.
No.
Well, I mean,
Won this game. That was good.
if you had video review and you weren't, somehow we got pictures of Mars in high def, and it looks like you're shooting out a potato if you need a video review.
It's a hell of a save of the initial shot.
Abby
Looks a
kind of
little
quits
old
on
school,
it. Went full Stuart Skinner there. He just quit on the play, and then Iggy tucks it in. Shorty, big goal.
Big goal.
He's not too thrilled about this. I don't know.
What are we celebrating?
Your good pal, Iggy.
Love you, Ig.
Yep.
Why don't we switch things up a little?
Come
Because
on the show. Ig.
Okay, sounds
we had a
good.
game last night. The Carolina Hurricanes, they can't win in the third round. Right or wrong?
Right.
Wrong. Look at this.
Oh,
A shutout of the Panthers, and they're on the board.
tip of the cap.
Have some
Hey,
faith, dude.
Rod the Bod?
Yep.
Wasn't a sweep.
That'd be Rod.
Wasn't a sweep. Good for you. Proud of you. So now the memes start memeing because, of course, this was their first win in the third round in 15 tries,
Quite some
16
time,
tries. That matches them with Mike Smith's Phoenix Coyotes for one win since the iPhone was invented in round 3.
So it's better than losing, but you still almost get no credit for it.
That's correct, because the memes are memeing hard. They
They're
weren't
just
quite done
crushing
there
you
yet,
anyway.
'cause Meth Bear's got to weigh in. League's been put on notice. Nobody hands Carolina their 16th consecutive conference finals loss. No
Meth Bear.
respect. Freaking Meth Bear. Tonight, what do we got, Jack? Hippo Tank will be buzzing.
Ugh.
People will be scrapping at the Moss Pit. 8P Eastern.
8P East.
Now, the 3 dots on the right and the 1 dot on the left would be curtains. But if we had 2 dots, you've got my attention.
Yeah. And if Carolina wants to win 2 more and get tied,
That would be
up,
fun.
and I'll watch that game too.
That'd be fun. Yeah. So that's your slate tonight.
We've lost all hope.
We really
Yeah.
have. It's not a great show.
The air is out of the balloon.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
Because you hear this thing with the balloons, at least you can blow them back up. I feel like this is more like the toothpaste is out of the
Yeah.
whatever we call the thing the toothpaste's in.
Tube.
The tube, yeah.
The question is, though, do you have another graphic to talk about tonight's
I think we probably could. We could maybe find some
like is
players
because
that are
one's not
there.
enough. So there's a game on the
Well,
27th.
who are
it's
on
game
these
4.
teams? Who plays for these
We have the game time and where to watch it.
white circle with the orange teardrop and the
Okay, good.
there you are.
So it's tonight.
Miro and
Those
Arnott,
two series to
they play on those two.
and
Eight?
where to watch it and the
8 p.m. ET.
Not on
and the
Max.
time.
Don't be looking on Max tonight. Okay. Boom.
Okay.
Nor true. TVA on it.
So you had both of these on your report?
Just got to make sure you know what's going on, right?
what was on the last one?
Just 8.
Do we still have the last one?
We go back? Be helpful. Don't want to miss any
Okay.
pertinent
Got
data.
the dots, they got the teams, they got the game,
Yeah.
they got the
It's the Western Conference Final,
Right.
all times Eastern. So that's clear. A27
All time
series
ET.
lead, game 4.
Yeah.
Okay,
next.
but assuming that's not enough,
There you go.
show another one. Game time,
This is
series
series.
lead, Western Conference Final.
You know what? Let's talk about some coaching vacancies
Game
because
4.
that's really awesome. Jack's Penguinos need a coach. The Kraken need a coach. Boston still don't have a coach. Kevin Weeks weighing in. Per sources, here's some names and here are some openings.
Jay Woodcroft Mitch Love.
Rhett's, Jack's boy, when he was coaching the Oilers, Jack always loved
Love Jay.
The Beaver.
Oh, jeez.
Jay Woodcroft.
Jay Woodcroft.
Why would you? What's the?
Well, it's wood. Beaver's like wood, and he kind of looks like a beaver.
Oh,
Okay, there you go. Double whammy.
okay.
There he is.
He's a happy beaver.
He is.
That was before I got fired. Oh, look at that tree over there. They didn't even wrap the bottom with metal. I could chew
Is
that
the
down.
hippo tank behind him? There?
That is the hippo tank.
I feel like he's also kind of cheering for Dallas, in a way.
Yeah. He had a good little run there. He and Chuck, when they got in there, just red hot out of the gates. And then
So who is looking at these candidates?
Kevin Weeks, apparently. But no, the 3 teams with vacancies. The Kraken,
Pittsburgh and Boston.
Penguins, and the Bostons. Now,
Can we see the tweet again? Because we got.
it's the most unnewsy news drop of all time.
No, no, it's good.
Is it?
It's okay, but it's not linking any one
That's
guy
my
to
point.
any
It's-
specific team.
It's really just names and teams.
You know what? I'm calling for Mitch Love.
Mitch Love's going to get a job, fellas.
Let's go.
Former AHL coach in the Flames organization. Remember, he was the favorite to get the head coaching job when Daryl was let go. And Huska, with the steel pipe, the side of the ring, interfered with the match, got in, got the job. He's done a great job, obviously, since. 96 points last year. Meanwhile, Mitch Love went to Washington and worked on Spencer Carberry's staff. Carberry's going to win Jack Adams by a mile this year. Might be unanimous. It's that lopsided. Mitchie Love, still good at coaching.
There was some concern on Friday's show that Scott Arneal might get some love for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, there's that's a commie backpack item.
Yeah.
Stuck in his craw. And then former Shark and noted German NHLer Marco Sturm, or Strum, as Jack wrote, also in the mix. You want to go Strum or you want to go Love here?
Love.
Let's take a look.
Love to Boston.
Love to Pittsburgh's my bet.
Oh, I'm not bet. If I were
Right.
Boston, I would.
Are we making picks right now? Is that
I
what
mean,
we're
I don't know
doing?
what else
yeah.
to do. Sure.
What does AI think?
Now, Sturm, I think, was famously involved in that Thornton deal with the Bruins.
He
was
was.
not? So he's got some ties to Boston.
Go to Boston.
Memorial Cup continues. Medicine Hat Tigers. It was a Flames Prospect Bowl last night. Etienne Morin, their second rounder from 2023, against their second rounder, Andrew Basha from 2024. Tigers, Wildcats, a battle of the felines. It was Tigers, baby. Let's have a look. Let's jump in for a goal. Basha, 34, wearing a letter for the Tigers. Keep an eye on him, Rhett.
Leader,
I'm trying to, but
heart and soul.
Sorry, souls. Stish.
Ooh.
That's a rip. Right,
Right,
Richard.
sure, Richie.
Sing. Shoot it.
Looks like the old man.
He had 2 yesterday.
Yeah, McKenna's out there. It's a good team, friends. Very good
Be
team.
better if you looked like his mama.
Oh, poor Byron.
That's tough.
That's true.
So what does that mean? Medicine Hat does get the win. They well, here's the thing. Huge game tonight is what it sets up. Huge. They'll face London, the two teams that have not lost. Medicine Hat both wins in regulation. London won beyond regulation, one in regulation. Winner of this game, right to the final, I believe.
And gets the lightning bolt.
Yeah,
Probably,
Lightning Bolt
right?
is that's got to be your pole position, doesn't it?
I think that means you can.
Lightning McQueen, pole position.
If you win that game, you're straight to the finals. Huh?
Ka-chow.
Look at that.
There it is. Winner tonight. Tigers Knights, right to the final. Loser will face the winner of a do or die Moncton.
Those guys
Rimouski
just
match.
played each other. They got to do it again.
Yeah, that'll be the 8th time. Well, I don't know how many games it went. They played a
4 or
lot,
5. I don't
at
think
least. Yeah, I think I won at 6. If I'm correct.
it's hard.
9.
Why did they
9.
do 3-on-3 in the World Championship in overtime?
It's the World Championship. Most people don't know that it actually exists. But
That's dumb.
there it is. Another image.
You love those images.
Phew, so good.
Who's that?
Number 3.
Is that Bruce Davick's brother or Dickinson?
I think it's Dickinson. I see a D there.
I see a D.
It's 3 in studio here. Maybe 4, Jack. I don't know.
Just down the table.
We've heard some. Here's things we like: guys that can destroy beers and guys that are getting paid to do very little. You
Okay.
tell me what you want first:
It feels kind of random.
beers or some of that almost paid leave type stuff.
Well, which one's better? And let's save it for the last.
They're both great, Dean. It's the Pinder
Let's start
Report.
with Max Scherzer, who's
Okay.
playing with the Jays, because he's
Is
making
he though?
one start. He's got a nerve thumb thing. He's on the injured reserve. How much money is he making this year? Let's have a little listen here.
Max Scherzer, who's now on a 1-year deal with the Blue Jays. Okay, he's 40 years old. And he started.
He's paying his bills.
He started one game, and he's got a thumb. He's on the injury list. He's got a thumb issue. This year, our man Max Scherzer is getting paid $15 million by the Washington Nationals.
Okay.
He's getting paid $30.83 million by the Mets. He's getting paid $12.5 million by the Rangers, and he's on a $15.5 million one-year deal with the Blue Jays. So my man is making $73.83 million to play baseball this year, and he's getting paid by 1, 2, 3, 4 different teams.
That's living right.
Like, shout out.
Can we do a little just for
Jealousy will get me
Max and his
nowhere.
agent?
Good job.
That paid leave. We got a soft spot for it in our hearts. God, that's good stuff.
70
Now you've heard the
for the year that you're and has made so much to
One
this
start.
point.
decent year. Deferred money.
How about those guys doing a show, putting all that work in, finding data and
We're just
numbers,
ripping
and
it. Yeah, that's what people do to us.
adding it all together?
Yeah, but if you listen to it day after day, it's bored.
Yeah.
They run clips of our show and they're like, yeah, apparently they have all these chip flavors in Canada. Let's go to it now.
Chipnomy,
And we talk
yeah.
about chips for 10 minutes. They're like, "Ooh, that's
Chipnomy.
about us 10 minutes. Yeah.
Delicious.
Wade Boggs, a notorious beer drinker, especially on those East Coast to West Coast trips. I've heard the story many times. In fact, it even got parodied on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Drinking record, okay? The man's a legend. He drank 50 beers on a cross-country flight and then absolutely destroyed the Seattle Mariners the next day, okay? That's why we're doing this, to honor his memory, okay? May rest in peace. First off, Wade Boggs is very much alive.
How many did we realistically drink?
It was on one of those flights from Boston to LA and playing blackjack on the plane with a bunch of guys. Actually didn't know one of the guys was counting. And he says, Boggsy, do you realize you're about at 45 right now? So we ended up with 73 for the flight. Then we just, went out and had a good time and went to 107.
Some say 50, some teammates said 60, some said as many as 70 beers.
Which, to be honest, is an absolutely insane amount of beer. Nobody can drink that much.
Not with an attitude like that.
Perhaps.
Next day, Mark Langston was pitching and went 2 for 3 with 2 doubles off of him. And so...
Wow.
Like they say in Hollywood, the rest is history.
Can we just another round if possible?
Classic.
Jack,
Classic.
are you aware of the legend of the Boggs?
No, I'm not, but that's good stuff.
Yeah.
He Hall of Famer?
Yes.
Whew.
Yes.
Wow. And baseball too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Impressive work.
I'm just trying because you would be in your athletic prime.
Mm-hmm.
You're burning a lot of.
Felt like a burly man, like a large human.
Yeah, I mean, he was just trying to think of what that would look like.
I think they
Yeah,
they
a lot of
stop
urine.
refuel
40,
the
50,
plane?
yeah. On
Like you just need 2 rows just to hold the beer. Never mind.
Boston
Well,
to LA, what's that? 4.5, 5?
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't know how long ago. If it's in the 80s, well, it would be longer. Maybe 90s. Were you refueling in the Midwest somewhere or
I
not?
don't know, are you having to circle?
Chains have
LAX, so busy. Get a few more beers in you.
Don't know. Jack could do it though, because he did the 999 and Jason 30. We think maybe Jason 90. Lovely lady was trying to get a suntan somewhere, and this crane operator was not having it. Let's zoom in and have a look.
Is that what we're doing?
You can keep moving the tower. Ain't gonna work, love.
What are we seeing? It's just this.
There is a lady in her backyard of sorts. She is trying to sunbathe, and the crane operator is moving whatever is moving his boom, which is casting a shadow.
That's all right. So just move the towel though, Dean.
So she gets up and moves the towel because all of a sudden her towel is completely covered by the shadow. So he has then chosen to move the object, which then puts the shadow directly over her once again.
I
This
like
is-
that.
This is some Richard behavior. This is good stuff.
Yeah. Hard at work.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what they're doing in Marloop. They're just matching up shadows.
Yeah. It's weird why the project takes so long to get
Mhm.
done.
You can't figure it out.
Mm.
Back to kid ball. We've been showing a lot of umpires taking them right in the beans.
Yeah.
It's
Time
time
the algorithm now.
tested comedy. Balls to the groin, undefeated. It's T-ball. Just back up from the tee. I don't know how this kid. Oh, there we are.
Oh.
Moms didn't have a lot of sympathy.
No, chicks always think it's hilarious.
That's funny, yeah. Not funny. Donk.
It's talent, really.
Yeah.
Now, this is something we might have to look into for the 999 on Friday because Jack's Luke and buddies are going to be there, and sometimes it's just 9's too many, which is why we're encouraging you to mix in a non-alc somewhere in the mix. So we don't have to do this. A lot of CO2.
So for those just listening, someone has unloaded a fire extinguisher on a passed out gentleman at a pub.
Not sure what Casey's fire extinguisher protocols are.
Yeah.
We'll look into that before.
Yeah, we'll make
recommending
sure that doesn't happen.
Yeah, good. Pub sports are great. This guy clearly played too much. These guys have got a different thing going on here. Got the cue ball.
Oh.
Here we go. Right off the head. And then we get the darts. That's on your hands. It's very dumb.
I love this.
It's very dumb. What are we launching there?
Is that
It better not be
is
paint.
it dust? Like, is that a vacuum? It's got wheels, some casters on the bottom of it. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It looks like hipster Steph Curry getting it right there in the jib. Let's go to Happy Memorial Day yesterday to the Americans.
Do we
Jack's
have
been
to?
talking about getting a boat, but you get the thing about your boat when you're launching it. Is
Oh, no.
I don't remember. Use that parking brake, Jack. It's not how you want to start the weekend. I guess finish the weekend either.
That won't happen with your ridge line.
No, it's haven't yet rolled it into a lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you do now, Dean? Someone's diving in, I guess.
Call an AMA.
I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, you're calling someone because I don't know that that's
Who's got a winch? You know anyone?
that's not a DIY situation. I don't think.
Does insurance cover that kind of thing?
Can.
Stupidity.
It's been so many blondes you've had, Jack. If it's zero, insurance is covering that. Yeah.
So if we're looking at this, so obviously, I'm guessing the far as we're further like to the left or to the
Mhm.
that's the
This is the ramp you're going to launch your boat at.
because he's well back.
It's
I was wondering if maybe somehow you went in this way or something, but
No.
you've gone
He's got too far
He's
back.
backed in.
a long ways back.
Because I'm comfortable up to the tire for sure, but some people will go even further behind. You get the exhaust bubbling underwater.
That's right. Yeah.
I think it's the air intake at the front that's you got to keep dry. This is a little too deep for that. That's too bad, eh? And Rhett loves bungee jumping, so we thought we'd throw this in just to send us on our way.
Is it in Africa?
It's the Cliff, world famous, highly reputable bungee jumping establishment. Don't worry about here.
Nope. Never, ever.
Back to you, Dean.
I don't believe the one person has any apparatus on.
I'm sure he's got some sort
Oh,
of
they're over water.
parachute there.
Yeah.
Looks deep. We're trying, folks. It's May 27th, and that's your Pinder Report.
Oh boy.
I don't see any.
Hope he's jumping back.
Just
Hang
hold
on
on
to
to
that
it.
thing. Is that?
Just,
Oh,
And that's gonna go.
That
for
thing's not attached anymore.
no.
Who's next, by the way?
That's also one of those. That was like a prank. That's like the pub prank. Ha ha.
That's right.
let's loosen these screws here on the platform
Yeah.
and see what happens to Donnie.
Come on, Donnie.
Okay.
Village Honda, Northwest Auto Mall, villagehonda.com. I want to buy your pre-owned vehicle, all makes, all models. They have complimentary appraisals. And it is one of those things you don't think about it until it's posed to you. Would you be interested? Well, consider this the proposal. Would you be interested in selling your pre-owned vehicle?
Look at this number we've come up with. We'll pay you in 24 hours, cash.
Complimentary appraisal, payment in 24 hours, no obligation, but just give it some thought.
Something all over.
VillageHonda.com. That is their website, which they update. Wow, there it is. I'll send this in.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. Did we send that pic in yet?
I didn't.
Thanks. In prep for the 999 Bonton Meat Market.
Oh boy.
They are going to take care of us, and it should surprise nobody. If you've ever been to Bonton, we know Greg very well, that we were not going to run out of hot dogs.
Those dogs don't look
Greg
regulation.
is not the one who is going to, I didn't. Turns out we don't have enough.
We're a little short.
That's never
Darn.
been uttered by Greg or Bonton. Because he was, there's some level. So how many people do we know? The sooner you can get me the numbers,
I want
the
to know
better,
that.
so that we can be
Look at these.
so that we can be ready for it. Well, if there's 20 competitors, and if somehow they all manage to get to the 9, and then there'll be some others, there'll be some random, general admission people coming in. The math never adds up to 500, but that is what.
Oh dear God, those don't look regulation.
Those are huge
Those are
dogs.
big.
What?
No. This is going to be a
We're doing,
3.99.
we're doing half those. No,
We're doing half dogs.
What's going on here?
Listen to the wimpy.
All of a sudden, far less confidence and cocky air in the studio.
those don't look like the dogs
Those
that
don't
I
look
had
to
when
scale.
I did the Jason.
Those are
30.
game. Those
Here
are.
we go.
You
Is
go
this
to
zoomed in? What do we got here?
you go to a ball game. You're having a hot dog. How do you feel?
They're worried.
I don't like that at all.
I was going to say that's
First-
some real.
First thing I saw in that
Some
photo is
angst.
no,
What do you mean?
no, they're all the wrong size.
Yeah, because it looks like maybe you know what it is. Maybe it's one of those things. It's like the parallax angle
It's
thing.
Yeah.
Because we're
Look
looking at the
Marty.
ones that are going east-west don't look quite as.
They look fine. Except the ones on the left look like they could eat the ones in the middle. What is up with that?
Yeah, the north-south. They look to be larger.
I'm hoping this is an optical illusion, Jack.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I'm
gotta
sure
be.
that's all it is.
Okay.
Regardless, it doesn't matter. You have to eat it.
Yeah,
No,
it's still 9.
It's not the 399.
That's right. Thank you, Greg.
Greg.
Greg Keller.
I was thinking something, but it wasn't thank you.
It's all right, eh? There should be zero shock on your behalf. Have you decided on your participation?
Don't let that photo sway you, Rhett.
I haven't decided. I haven't looked at the schedule. That's what I got to do. What's the schedule?
It's going to be in Strathmore in the afternoon. Zip back into town.
Maybe I'll bring the crew.
Sure.
The Strathmore.
Right, you've
crew.
talked too much crap to not show up.
Oh, he'll be there. It's just a matter
Well,
of
you got to
whether
do it now. You've been chirping us all week.
I feel like you brought it upon yourself. If you're
Probably.
going to throw out, and then you're whining that the hot dogs are too big. Don't try to spin this on me.
You gonna be there?
I'm going to come for a dog. Hot dogs.
Let's get into the bets for today. For Bet365, the greatest, the best. You want to get in on the action for the Stanley Cup playoffs at Bet365. They got you. Game props, player props, totals, money line. You can bet on futures like series winners, conference champs, Stanley Cup champions, and much more. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365. You download the app and get in on the game. Official partner of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Must be 19 or older.
All right. We're doing some big game hunting here. We want drama. This is drama, friends. Overtime with a chance to go up 3-1 or square it up at 2. This was the spot I believe the Vegas Golden Knights found themselves in. You want to tie this thing up or you want to go down 3-1? Dallas be better. Plus 320 if we get to overtime. We're praying for overtime tonight. Also, another little tidbit for you. The Jays are in Texas. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has faced Nathan Eovaldi for 23 at-bats, has 10 hits. He's hitting .435 against Eovaldi, who's starting for the Rangers tonight. Over a base and a half is plus 135.
There you go. Little baseball, little hockey. Have they have anything for the 999 yet for Friday?
On Bet365?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. I think that dog photo might swing the odds a bit.
Yeah.
I think it was going from like minus 210 from Jack to finish to like even money now.
Yeah, it's tough.
Let's see if we can find that Memorial Cup.
Download the app. Get in the game. Official partner of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Must be 19 or older. Whatever your bet is, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
What are you looking for?
Let's see if we can
Memorial
get
Cup.
this.
How do you feel now that there's been a visual of the hot dog? You're not going to have 5 beers and then a couple, and then so you're just going to roll up and have the final 8 hot dogs?
I got to reevaluate
Okay.
the entire thing.
I need more photos. That's got to be
Yeah.
a bad.
I got to see the buns next.
Okay. We'll work on getting better
info.
better footage. We'll try and get some video brought in from Bon Ton and see.
Damn it.
Again, no concern about the keg size, the glass.
Also not worried about them playing 9 innings. You got a roof on that stadium.
That's right. Good stuff. And I believe, do we have a
No. Nothing.
oh. Well,
All that chip talk. Everyone spent their dough on chips.
you know what though? I have no regrets. Talk about the Oilers and their power play, or
Jack probably scared everyone off with the Sun Chips talk, if we're being
go
honest.
deep
that-
into
Yeah.
the 3-0, 2 empty net goals. Do we have the Maurice clip post game?
Yeah, we do.
What
Or no,
about
not the
Paul?
post game. I think it was pre-game.
Well, the post game is the one to play.
Oh,
The pregame kind of doesn't really mean anything because
Game's done.
it's over.
What does the pregame clip say?
it's him. It's a good soundbite.
Well, we should hear it.
Your enthusiasm's infectious.
Just the post game clip was the one that everyone's talking.
Well, I know. Yeah.
Have you ever shotgunned a beer?
Not yet.
Have you ever been to church?
Not church.
But something spiritual?
Yeah.
Would you shotgun a beer in church? Okay, that doesn't make you a hypocrite.
Right.
There's a context and a place for all things. I will tell you they're honest. These men are honest. So that personality, like, sir, it's all real. I hated Matthew Tkachuk. It's a little too strong when I was in Winnipeg, right? Like, and then you meet him and you go, oh my God, what a wonderful human being. Remember I've said these guys are different? Like, Barkov's personality is our room, right? And then there's, like, Sam Bennett. Sam and his wife are, raising money for cats and dogs. Like, they're really, really nice people. And then the puck drops, right? Sometimes you say a prayer, sometimes you shotgun a beer. It's kind of like our team.
That's right.
He is so much more likable in Florida.
He's deep.
Oh,
Yeah, some people don't like his. They call it smarm. It's easy to be funny and clever when you're winning
team's that
cups
good.
and you're up in all the series and that sort of thing. I don't think they like him or think he's funny in Toronto.
Yeah.
But everyone in Toronto thinks very highly of themselves.
That is true.
Less of he.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Have you ever shotgunned a beer in church?
Not yet.
Sounds like our next event.
Something to consider.
Yeah. Okay.
It's for the kids.
So tomorrow,
I think they serve wine at church.
Oh, yeah.
for some of them, they do.
Those are the good ones.
Yeah. For some of them, you
Is that
have
VIP
to. Have,
seating.
yeah, you have to have done some certain. Gone through some lectures or something before you can have the wine.
You
Otherwise,
graduate
just
to the
cut-
wine. Yeah. Otherwise, people would just show up.
You
and
just sit
leave
there and
after
kind of
they're
watch the other people go and have food and wine. Starving over here. Doing a lot of standing up and sitting.
You're not
Pick up an
fasting?
appetite. Jesus.
Fast has to end. I saw those hot dogs. It's over.
Yeah. All right. So no super chat.
It's disappointing people. It's
Good
ridiculous.
stall. Nice try though.
Yeah.
Is there anyone in the?
Jamie McLennan tomorrow.
Oh, thank God.
We'll have
I'm going to pay him double for the tomorrow.
Yes.
Tonight's
Our
game.
lifeboat.
I don't blame us.
I don't either. What are you supposed to do with this?
We can't talk about what's happening up there
No.
because none of it's been good for a while there now. And the other one, there was one goal with a goalie in the net
It doesn't seem like a lot.
to avoid a shit kicking of a sweep.
Not a sweep.
I mean, we could have talked to
What?
free agents for the
Wow.
free agent
Got all
targets.
summer for that.
There's a lot of time.
I feel like we're in it though. Like this is,
Kind of getting there.
you know,
Well,
When
if
we say-
Florida wins last night, then there's one less. There's less. Then
believe-
we're going to have days with
Yeah.
nothing.
I believe we're 1 month from the draft today.
Hmm.
A day or two off, but yeah.
It's tough because I don't know what people are going to do without this show every day.
All the things that they
Yeah.
We got to lead into this baloney thing. Get
Okay.
the Chip Nami again.
Any super chats, Jack?
Nothing.
All right, hit the other one. Let's go.
Anyone? No.
Hello.
Oh,
It's not there, bud.
Up that one.
see you, buddies.